I is I am now back at church. Uh, I was up in Michigan and uh, and walked across after visiting the RCA lot in middle school where Jenny used to go. I walked along Michigan and west, and when I got to Denny, I walked down. So Denny is this street here. And as I was approaching the Hobbs house, there were two, I suppose there were a couple, a young man and his girlfriend, I think, or wife. And I went up to them and I said to the girl, young lady, maybe about 30 years old, oh, in fact, this is the man here, the man pulling you can see, uh, lawnmower. That's the man that that was with the woman young woman that I spoke to, and I asked her what whether she knew um, what happened or who used to live at the house that you're living at. So she was coming out of Hobbs' house. I assumed that she must be living the current resident at Hobbs' house. And she said no at first, but then she kind of thought about it, and then yeah, she actually knew about it. So she explained to the man who is now mowing the grass, you can see over there. She explained to him that back in the '60s, this girl, uh, Sylvia Likens, who was boarded who was boarding at Gertrude's house is here at 3850, and and ended up being tortured and killed. And and then somebody from across the street on Denny's shouted something about how much. I think he must have heard our conversation, and he said something about haunted or something, and she said our house is not haunted. That is the girl at the Hobbs house. She said we have a grand piano in the living room or something, and that the house is not haunted. I'm not exactly sure. Something to that. Something to like that. Was trying to say that her house is not haunted because people have said that they have heard and have heard cries or something coming from Sylvia, 3850, after what happened. So there's probably rumors spreading around the neighborhood that it was haunted. Okay, so I just wanted to share that. Another little gem that I come across on my visits here. Things you bump into neighbors and people who either were here or came here later and have seen stuff that they wouldn't mind sharing. And like I said, again, the orange house here that used to be where Mike Monroe lived, and Mike Monroe was one of the kids that were involved. Uh, and back to this story with the conversation with this girl just now. She said, and she told her friend that Sylvia Likens was tortured and murdered here. And one of the guys that was involved and actually had a major part. Richard Hobbs. He was chiefly responsible for carving hideous "I'm a prostitute and proud of it" tattoo on poor Sylvia's abdomen, and she said that this guy used to live here. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.